Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe. It's so important to me that you subscribe. I can't stress it enough. Click subscribe. Today we are going to make beef short ribs in the Instant Pot. I'm going to finish it off in the oven, but for the most part it will be fully cooked in this Instant Pot. I've already seasoned the beef short ribs, which I have here. I seasoned them overnight, and I put onions, thyme, green onion, Jamaicans, West Indians, we call it scallion, garlic, and then I added some powder seasonings, which I have here. We've got garlic, salt, thyme, adobo. Just, you pretty much season it to your preference. Everyone likes food seasoned a certain way. Some people don't like it as seasoned, so you just season it to your preference in there, because I don't want the meat to stick to the bottom and get a burn error message from the Instant Pot. I just think it does better. So I'll go ahead and pour in a cup of water, and this is just so that I can get it pressure cooked, and I'll add my beef short ribs. Look at that. A lot of meat on there. So I'll go ahead and add my beef short ribs right in there. Just taking off the fresh thyme that I had it marinating in. Go. Just adding in the meat. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, you see all that, all the veggies and seasoning on there? I'm going to just add some water on this, and I'm just going to pour it over the top. So I added water because it has seasoning and all those veggies that'll give this beef short ribs a nice flavoring. So I went ahead and I added it to the top. All the veggies and seasonings on the top of the beef short ribs, and the water's in the bottom that has some seasoning in it too. Now that we've got that in there, I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce on the ribs. It'll give it, you know, just a little nice flavor and coloring. There we go. Right, now we're ready to get started. Go ahead and put the lid on. Lock it and make sure that I've got it sealed. And because it's a lot of meat, a good amount of meat, I'm going to keep it on more. I think I want this to pressure cook for 28 minutes. Remember, I'm going to finish this off in the oven. So 28 minutes I think is plenty of time for the meat that's in there. And here we go. So I'm going to open it up and see what it looks like. Go ahead and unlock it. Wow, oops, I got on my baking sheet, that's okay. And this is what we have. Now this is looking really tender. Do you see that? It's very, very tender. It's coming off the bone there. But it's still on the bone, but it's, you know, it's, yep, oh, that fell right off the bone. So we had some really big pieces of beef short ribs. See that? That looks lovely. And I have it's in a lot of juices there. And it's still in the rack, which is great. That means nothing's stuck to the bottom of the Instant Pot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it on to my baking sheet. So I'm putting these in the oven at 450, and so these have been in the oven at 450 for 7 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. This side is looking really good. Actually, both sides are. So go ahead and flip them over. These are looking great. So I'll go ahead and get my basting brush here. I like the brushes that have like the rubber. I feel like it picks up a lot of sauce. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a lot of sauce in the brush and just put my sauce all over these yummy beef short ribs. All over. Then I want to turn them over. I want to get this thing saturated in the sauce. So I'm just going to flip them over. Try to get all sides, because some of the sauce is going to dry up while it's in the oven. That's why you just want to make sure that everything's covered. Get all sides. Look at that. Oh, my sauce is done, which is perfect. Don't want to waste any. As you can see, it's just really. And this is the final product of the beef short ribs. Turn that light on for you guys. Do you see that? This is tender, juicy. It's very juicy and tender.